So I got to 16, I got to 17 in high school. I realized I wasn't being recruited. Now I got to change it up. You have an idea, you're going towards something, but now you got to change the plan to ensure you get success, right or wrong. So my sister goes to work in town. She goes an hour before the bus starts, right? So I catch the bus to school for the past since I was 5 years old. So that had to have been almost 11 years. But that year, I had one more year to prepare myself to be a college-ready athlete. So what I do, I went to school an hour early before breakfast, made a deal with the janitor who was cleaning the gyms before school start to let me in an hour early to shoot jump shots. So I went to breakfast sweaty every day for 4.5 months. Put up hundreds of jump shots, dribble drills every day to get better. Now, because I took care of my classes, the PE teacher I had as a senior, I said, work out a deal with me. Let me hit the weight room and work on my game for PE, and I'll show up early and I'll be dressed and I won't be rude or disrespectful any day, but I need that up until basketball season so that I can be prepared. So I shot it early, an hour early before school started. I talked to my PE teacher to give me that time to prepare for basketball season. Then I trained after school 5 days a week. And this was at 17, right? So all that led to an opportunity of an all-star game. All-star game, I win MVP. College coaches see me. Now I'm walking down the halls of Lakewood High School. All before, nobody was following me. Now the head coach of Flagler College, Bo Clark, is following me down the hall, going and meeting all of my teachers, begging my mom, can he take them out to dinner? What that leads to? That leads to a full scholarship. That leads to a conference championship MVP, most wins in college school history, and a professional contract to play overseas and travel and meet a lot of different people. But if I didn't do what I did when I was in high school, if I didn't have the dream birthed in me when I was in primary school, and understand that I wasn't where I wanted to be, so I had to do more preparation, so when the opportunity came for an all-star game, that I would be successful. You may want to be dancing, you may want to be a doctor, lawyer, you may want to do all those things. That's great as an idea, but you will not receive the success of that idea unless you do what? Huh? Sorry? Sorry? Preparation. Preparation. How we doing? Now, if I was Drake, where would you be sitting? In the front. You'd be at my feet. All right? So if I was a famous person, quote unquote, an artist, you'll be sitting at my feet. Now, what's ironic about that is artists take out of your life. They want your money, they want you to be a follower so that they can get more money, but they would never put more money in your mother's account. What I'm doing, I'm pouring into your life. You get what I'm saying? So now I want to help is the paradigm shift. That means the mindset of how you think, I want it to shift to see what's best for you, right? If you keep coming to school and you sit at the back of class, you are slowly losing. Hear me good. If you come to school, you sit at the back of class, you're slowly losing. You come to school, you show up late because you're getting a donut from Cross Marketplace, you're slowly losing. Hear me good. But if you come early, prepared, you did your homework, you listen, you sit at the front, you ask questions, you get clarity, you get understanding, you build relationships, then you're headed towards success. Everybody understand what I'm saying? Can you got some markers up here? I think this is appropriate for this group so that you can see it. I do a workshop on decisions because our whole life, right, is based on decisions, right? I want to show you something real quick. I'm not an artist, so excuse me. What I want to do, all right, you guys help me out. What do you see?
A graduation hat and jail.
Yeah, I'm kind of bad with the art, but pray for me.
It says you look like a bird.
What else do you see? Man, it looks like a bird. I did really bad if it looks like a bird. I'm sorry. But can everybody see that that's graduation and that's jail? Yes? All right. Now, what do you notice?
People go either way.
You go either way. What else do you notice?
There's 2 eyes.
There's 2 eyes. What else do you notice?
2 S's.
Yes, sir. Romeo. The hat is on the bottom. Right? What else?
The graduation takes a long time and jail so short.
Good observation. Great observation.
So, the lines makes it like longer and yeah, shorter.
Yep.
It's gotta be.
Sorry?
Gotta be.
It's good or bad? Yeah? Any more observations? What the lines are connected to? What letter?
I.
Connected to I. I is a word all of itself. What does I represent? Socially, the lines represent our social paradigm. Can you get to jail tonight if you wanted to?
Yes.
Can you graduate tonight if you wanted to?
Yes.
No, you can't. So the lines represent that anything worth having for, it's worth fighting for. It takes time. Anything that's going to stay, anything that's going to be meaningful, it's going to take time to build and to grow. Now, what I usually do in this type of workshop is I have a graduation robe and I have an orange like farm prison robe, and I'll put them both on to show you, have anybody ever been to a graduation? Yeah? Have you ever seen short people graduate?
Yes.
What about tall people?
Yes.
What about black people?
Yes.
What about white people?
Yes.
What about a rich person?
Yes. No. Yes.
What about a person that's like single parent, kind of struggling? All right. Anybody ever seen like a jail documentary or things like that, or like a jail movie or anything? Yes. Have you ever seen short people in jail?
Yes.
What about tall people?
Yes.
What about white people?
Yes.
Black people?
Yes.
Girls?
Yes.
Boys?
Yes.
Okay. So what you're saying to me is that your genetic makeup, right? Your geographical location, your institution of learning has no bearings on where you end up. Where you end up in life, period, depends solely on who?
You.
On you. On your what? Decisions. Now, I'll be honest with you. When I was in school, I didn't like school. I loved ball. But what I was cognizant of is to make smart decisions. So even though I didn't like school, I had to get a certain GPA. What does GPA mean?
Your grade point average.
How do you calculate your grade point average?
Or your grade.
I'm sorry?
Or your grade.
How many classes you guys have? 7. 6?
It's different.
We have 7. We have 7.
You have 7.
Did you say
What is an A worth?
A? 4.
A is worth what? B is worth what? C is worth what? D is worth what? F is worth what? All right, you got 7 classes. Let's get some grades on here. P, you got what?
A.
Math, you got what?
B.
Science, you got what?
A.
C. Social studies, you got what?
A.
Her A. We said English?
No.
English, you got what?
A. B.
We'll say B. And then music, you got what? We'll say D. And then Bible, you got A. All right, I'm not gonna do that. All right. I want to speak it into existence. All right. Now, what this does, every time I got to run my report card, because remember, grades is money. Grades is money. Grades is money. What are grades?
Money.
Grades is physical dollars. Remember that. Your grades is money. Your grades is what? So I'm a business major. I care about how money operates, how money builds, how money flows, economics. How does a dollar get spent in your community, right? I care about that. I was a business major as undergrad. So I always cared about money and how to make money and how to use money effectively. So what I want you to understand that your grades is future money. So 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 4. Somebody add that up for me.
21.
I got 22. So you divide 22 by what? Why do you divide 22 by 7? Because it's 7 classes. And that equals out how many times, how many 7s can go in 22? 3, which is what? 3.1 GPA. What do you need to get the Bacardi scholarship for $20,000? The Bacardi scholarship is like, I think it's 3.5 now. So you would see early, what pace are you on to get scholarships? What pace are you on to get recruitment? What pace are you on? Because I got an athletic scholarship, but because I had a 3.0 or higher GPA and I passed my SATs, I also got an academic scholarship that gave me extra money in my pocket. So not only was college paid for, I got a check for $3,000 every semester. So me and my wife can go see Kanye West concerts. So we go to theme parks. So we go to dinners. So she can go shopping. All right? Right? She's there to confirm that. Now, preparation. But let's go back. Preparation. My mom told me at 12, I don't have $1 for you. Does that mean I don't have any money? No. Why does that not mean I have any money? Because grades is what? Money. So just because my mom and my family don't have any money, that don't mean I don't have any money. Remember, who's in control of where you end up? Right? So I understood early at 12 years old that let me get this paper because I'm about that life, right? I don't know what you're about. Some of you guys like, I'm not going to update my Facebook every day. I'm not going to be on video games every day. I'm about my grizzy. I go ahead and get it in because my life is important to me. What I end up was very important to me. Traveling, being a professional athlete, going to college, having my own autonomy about what I do and how I do and where I live was very important to me as an individual. And if I wanted to make that happen, I totally understood that I had to make good. So when I come back, where you end up, where you headed, where you're going is solely based on you. You may not have money. You may not have the right support. You may not have the best situation. That does not determine what you be in life. What determines what you become is what you do now and what you're preparing for. Right? That's what I want you guys to get. Give me one decision that will get you to jail. Stealing. All right. That's good. We'll do it. We're good. One decision that will get you here. Study. So, let's stop right here. I want to wrap up with this and have a couple questions. No matter if you like stealing or if you don't like stealing, because I had a problem with stealing. You know, but through my walk in faith, through me focusing on what's important, through me, even though I probably like stealing, I made positive decisions that helped turn my life around, that I made better decisions to study when I could have been stealing so that my outcomes would be what I want it to be, right? You can want all the things in the world, but if you don't do what it takes to be successful, it's irrelevant. Am I making any sense? I don't mind you guys having the most lavish dreams and aspirations that no Bermudian has ever done, because you can do it. The reality is, are you willing to put in the work to see it come to pass? And so when I come to school, man, if I could go back to be you, man, I will look at my teachers totally different. I will look at students totally different. because I understood the power that I had in middle school to control my entire future. You guys have the power to control your entire future. It's in your hands. We're just people that you build relationships along the way, good or bad or indifferent. Right? What's the most important document? Birth certificate or transcript? Birth certificate or transcript? It's a transcript. It's going to follow you for the rest of your life. When you go to a college, when you go to employment, it's all going to be based on what did you do when you was at BI. That's what the CEO, that's what the coach, that's what the dean of academics of an institution want to see. I know you give a good speech in front of me. You dress very nicely. I know your mother loves you. I want to see the transcript from BI because that tells me not what you talk about, but what you do. You're building your transcript. These grades are on their transcript for the rest of their life, right? Even in middle school? Yeah? So now you know. So now I want to see you guys put on that. So you can't control your birth certificate. You're born when you're born. Your parents are your parents. You control what happens on your transcript. All right? Thank you for your time. You guys have been a great audience. I hope I didn't keep you too long. Any questions? I said a lot. I want to hear back. What did you get out of this? Stand up for me, sir. Talk real loud and proud. What did you get out of this?
That your future is in your hands.
Your future is in your hands. 2 claps. 2 claps. Young lady, stand up for me. What did you get out of this? Both of you. You go first.
I got out that it's a lot of preparation to accomplish what you want to.
There you go. 2 claps. 2 claps. Young lady, stand up, please.
I learned that your future matters and what you do before.
Preparation. There you go. 2 claps. 2 claps. Young man, sit right here in the front. Tell me what you got out of this.
It's all about decisions.
It's all about decisions. What's all about decisions?
That you have to choose the right thing in order to
Hold on. Look, put your head up a little bit. Put your hands behind your back. Put your chest out a little bit. Tell me again.
That is all about what you choose, and you have to protect your future.
So you protect your. It's all about what you choose, and you predict or protect your own future. All right. One more. Any volunteers? I want to just share what you got out of today. Yes, Mr. Personality, stand up for me. Yeah.
The future lies in your hands.
The future lies in your hands. When superiors or when CEOs or bosses or head coaches, when they look at you, what are they really looking for? They're looking for your skill because you're already here, so obviously you have some type of skill. But what type of test would they give you to show what they're really looking at? Personality. Your character, personality. Yeah. See anybody else volunteer? What did you get out of this? So a lot was said. Yes, sir. Stand up for me. What's your name again? Jaden.
First impression is everything.
First impression is everything. You guys can do an interview a little bit better now, right? Yes? Hey, what did you get out of today? Stand up for me, sir.
I learned that decisions are very powerful.
Decisions are very powerful. How powerful are they?
They're very powerful.
And what they determine?
Determine if you go to jail or you graduate. Well,
Yeah.
not just that, but like in the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Like good or bad things.
There you go. All right. So you can feel what you feel. You can believe what you believe, but your decisions is going to be your outcomes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's a lot of preparation to do what you want to do in life.
I think that decisions are everything.
Your decisions matter through your entire life.
Decisions get you to where you want to go.
Decisions are everything.
Decisions are like choices.
You have to make decisions because it impacts your life.
Decisions are basically what you choose, and you have to choose what is right, not what is wrong.
Work hard for your future.
Work hard to make your future bright.
Decisions are very powerful.
Your decisions can make or break you. I learned that decisions are very powerful.
You only have 2 decisions. So go the bad way or the right way.